Back on.
What they wanted to do in this building.
Hydrogen, semiconductor technology and engineering. Sir, it's a మీరు కొంచెం ఎన్నికి రూమ్ వస్తుంది కదా మీరు లెన్స్లో వస్తున్నాయి కదా లైవ్
This is academic first block. So this one is industrial sector. What you are going to do?
Mike.
Now you got the Amaravati.
కొంచెం బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ భయ్యా ఆన్ చేసా పెంచుతాను పైన వస్తుంది సార్ లేదు జనరల్ నెక్స్ట్ అయితే
Very nice. That's good. This is the
academic lecture.
what?
You come here, it will have all the academic. This is the hostel block.
This is
called Ganga hostel.
Ganga hostel. How many rooms?
I think 2,000 rooms.
2,000 rooms.
Akash? I think it's Akash. Boston, I have seen one building like this.
That has come well. It is nice. This building, this is one, this is second,
Yeah.
Another 2, 3.
Yeah.
Third one.
Academic cluster there. Yeah.
This is
This is called Vedavati Hostel.
Vedavati Hostel.
And this is called
Ganga Hostel.
And this is the industrial park.
The Industrial Research Park.
This is academic cluster, which will come here in the front.
Academic cluster.
This is where it's repeating.
Then how much time you are going to complete?
In 3 years, we will complete all these things.
3 years. You need 3 years. You need 3 years or 2 years?
We're trying
Your
for
speed.
2 years. We're trying for 2 years.
Yeah, you have to complete 2 years.
Yeah.
Nowadays, technologies, everything has come.
Yes. This campus is going to be definitely a landmark for Amaravati capital.
Yeah. It must be.
So these are iconic buildings of Amaravati. As of now.
As of now, buildings will come now. You are going to see. Namaskaram. 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 నమస్కారం అండి నమస్కారం ఎంత బాగున్నారా లక్ష్మణ ఎప్పుడు వచ్చారు
బిల్లో ఉన్నారు మెంబరు బిస్
ఇక్కడ వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ కలిసేవాడిని కలిసినప్పుడల్లా మీకు చెప్పేవాడిని మీరు పెట్టిన సీడ్ ఎంత వరకు వచ్చిందని చెప్పి ప్రతిసారి రిపోర్ట్ చేస్తాం.
అడ్వైజర్
థ్యాంక్ యూ నమస్కారం అండి
డీన్స్ అండ్ డైరెక్టర్స్
కమ్ సార్ నో ప్రాబ్లం
Small presentations.
యా కొంచెం ఏసీ తగ్గించమనండి పెంచారు కొంచెం పెంచమనండి టెంపరేచర్.
I am very much pleased to brief progress of SRSTAP, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Chief Minister Chandrababu Garu in July 2017. So that day, 11 November 2016, foundation stone was laid, and we have kindly inaugurated the university in July 2017. With your kind support and blessings, our management has developed this as a multidisciplinary and research intensive university. That day and this day, in 7 years, 23 lakhs of square feet of construction, 7 lakhs is in progress. Just now, the Honorable Chief Minister laid foundation stones for 17 lakhs.
Total how many lakh square feet?
Sir, in this campus, it will be
After
70 lakh
completing.
square feet.
70.
Sir, in this campus of 100 acres, we will have 70 lakh square feet.
70?
70 lakh square feet.
70.
70.
Land area is covered 76 acres. Only covered.
Sir, this is aerial view of the project with Sir, AI in healthcare, defense, energy, we are planning, sir. Then hospital block, medical and health sciences, hospital block, student center,
Yesterday we had a meeting on quantum computing. We want to make Andhra Pradesh the quantum valley. To reach quantum computing, we want to go now with AI and also blockchain and also data center and also analytics, everything. We want to build IoTs, how to integrate IoTs. Not everything historical data, artificial intelligence, IoT, quantum. That is the picture we are working. Quantum computing, how far, no, what I am saying you are doing, not even breakthrough with hardware. That is where we are working. IBM, TCS, L&T, Government of India, SDL, and state government and IIT Madras, IIT Tirupati. Even we can include you in that partnership. Yeah, but I'm saying that we need more and more designers. We need more and more hardware, how to design all these things. And also we need more and more people to do algorithms. That is where we are working in a big way. Amaravati will be headquarters for that. In 1995, we have done IT. At that time, national technology IT, right to Valley. Today, quantum computing is national. Now we have to take another 4-5 years break. Even Japan has done, and also America has done. We didn't break through. Government of India is there for the crores. Mission quantum computing.
national quantum mission.
Mission is there. Yesterday the director has come, secretary has come, both are involved. Now we want to take next step. By involving now they have functioned near 13 task force. 4 universities they have selected. No, I am always another 20 years, 15 years, what is going to happen? But where I'm telling you, yesterday we had a very good session. We constituted a task force now. Equally we will contribute all 5 entities.
Sir, in the next 100 acres, we propose to build a institute to cater to healthcare, energy, and defense. In line with the skilling.
You are missing one thing. IoT is also here.
Yeah, correct. IoT.
IoT is not. Future is Internet of Things, either drone, CCTV camera, or IoT, or wearable, or satellite. Now every state is going to have their own satellite. Only local satellite.
Then we would like to work with government affairs for a satellite.
Now, this is where I am saying you have to integrate the IoT and
Sure.
build the data AI on the basis of that. Go for quantum computing in that direction. That is the ultimate.
Hospital block, medical and health sciences, student center, faculty housing, school building, hostel blocks. Sir, here, in the next 100 acres, we propose to provide
So your main campus, how many students?
Group together more than a lakh.
But there are 60,000 campus, single campus. You are having a rural agriculture also there. Your land is available. Going to the next one. Okay.
Sir, we wish to provide 100% residential accommodation for students and faculty as is being done in IITs, IIS, IISc and IIMs. We target to reach steady student strength of 21,000 by 28-29. And floor area ratio for institutions is 0.7 in general. However, we have already planned to reach up to 1.6. Thus, with all this, we request the Honorable Chief Minister to kindly consider to allocate another 100 acres of land to accommodate AI Institute, taking your ideas of IoT, quantum computing, skilling academy in line with skilling centers that's being done by Government of Andhra Pradesh, faculty quarters in the next academic year. Just now, the Honorable Chief Minister has
Why
made.
don't you do one more thing? Startup. Whatever one block is meant for startups. You can bring startup system, that culture. Anyway, we are going to have our own innovation hub. You startup center.
Okay.
From an industry person, have startups
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You are doing now one experiment. That is the industry research one. I am asking you similar way
Startups.
hub.
Yes.
You can make it your students. How many people are going to come in knowledge economy? And also outside.
Yes. Incubation as well as startup.
Incubation, startup, and culture. From here, those who wanted to go with the startup in this knowledge economy, they can start it, they can leave the campus to start the company. Or not,
Yeah, sir, the Honorable Chief Minister has laid the foundation stones for academic cluster block 10 lakh square feet, and of course there is the aerial view. So this is the industrial research park.
A model. That's going to give us momentum. We are planning. We are putting
Sir, as I told you, we are planning to set up industrial research park, unique university in the country. To have industrial research park, 4 lakh square feet, we are trying to bring 50 industries in the next 3 years. We already had discussion with Rolls-Royce, Bosch, as well as Reliance and Greenco for green hydrogen corporate lab. This is the Amaravati hostel.
no, here, as on today, you are able to do some research on green hydrogen.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying you are doing research.
Sir.
I am asking you green hydrogen.
Yes.
What is the break?
Yeah. Sir, presently our faculty members have designed and developed electrolyzers to produce green hydrogen in the lab scale. We are going to scale it up in the next 6 months.
Why can't you have one school only for green?
Correct. Sir, I am coming to that. Perfect, sir. You have suggested. Okay.
solar energy.
This is the Amaravati block.
Solar, wind, and then pumped energy, battery, and green energy, downstream industries, green hydrogen, green ammonia, not only one.
Yeah.
Biofuel, everything.
Green ammonia. Sir, our university governing body consists of eminent scientists and academicians from India and abroad, including Nicholas Dix, who is the Chancellor of University of California, Berkeley, Pradeep Khosla, Chancellor of University of California, San Diego. Sir, he is the well-known expert in the world for AI. So, he is also with us. Yeah. And also Prasad Mohapatra, Professor Andrew Hamilton, President of New York University, and several others. Sir, our University Research Board is chaired by Dr. Saraswat, Honorable Member Niti Aayog, and quite a few others. Once in a year, they meet and give directions for us to carry out research in frontline and emerging areas. Sir, we organize several international conferences one conference was held in July 2018 for which Honorable Minister Nara Lokesh was the chief guest. And sir, SRM Amaraja Center Energy for Energy Storage Devices established in collaboration with Amaraja Batteries. As you know, the leading battery manufacturer in the country, where they are working with us for development of cost-effective batteries and also fast charging of lithium batteries. Sir, we have started School of Engineering and Sciences, Pari School of Business, Israel School of Liberal Arts. We want to have this as a holistic university. We offer programs BTech, MTech, BBA, MBA, BA, BSc, BCom, MSc, PhD and postdoc.
No, as on today, you are not doing a hybrid model offline, online degrees.
Online we are doing in which percentage?
Why can't you do it online, offline, hybrid model to further boost knowledge as a country?
We have all the infrastructure for that. We have just completed our 7 years, so we are now applying for accreditation in 20, which will allow us to do all kinds of degrees in all modes. Online as well as hybrid.
Yeah, online, hybrid, both. If you can do that.
Yes.
Here I want to request you one more thing. Future is green energy, downstream industries. Number 2, natural farming impacts our health. That is where we are leading now. Natural farming, how it is going to impact. Already my aim is by 29, 50 lakh acres is huge jump. Board, this will be the best part.
Now we are going for certification on traceability. Certification on traceability, so that reliability is there. Anywhere is there. That is it. Ultimately I wanted to, you also help me. I want
either horticulture or forest cover 50%. That is another thing. By having 50% green energy, natural farming, I want to measure the temperature.
Yes.
Tremendous reduction on temperature, global warming, and also I want to go air quality. How to do it? Amaravati will be the best city for that matter. I want to do it. And also air quality, temperature, soil moisture, real time, and also water levels, real time, reservoir water levels, wind direction to control pests.
We also launched satellite.
Satellite,
In
then what is
2011, it's still working. That is the carbon dioxide on the
CO2 minus trace gases.
No, how we are doing, I want to develop one satellite for Andhra Pradesh alone.
Okay, sir.
For measuring all this.
Sir, SRMAP volunteers to develop the satellite for Andhra Pradesh. I'm sure our management.
Yeah, I will create competition for you all.
Sir, that day also.
we are the private distributor.
No,
Planned for satellite at that time.
You are having more flexibility. You have to work in that direction. Now we have to come.
Sir, that day also I told you,
Yeah.
sir, today SRMAP is #1 university in this state, and we assure you, we commit to be #1.
No, what I am saying, you have to compete always.
Yes, sir. Yes.
There will be a lot of competition.
Sir, that makes us more competitive. Sure, sir.
Actually, that thankful for your embassy to convert this state into green.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you. And
There, pharma also, you have to go
Yeah.
one school for pharma also.
Farm.
Medical college.
Medical college and allied sciences.
Medical comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Integrate with IT and pharmaceuticals, formulation.
Yes, sir. Sir, we are able to attract students from 31 states and union territories, and also from 24 countries.
24 countries.
Sir, this is again unique university having IMD Center for Weather Forecast. From this center, weather forecast for the entire state of Andhra Pradesh is being given every day. No other university is having, sir.
What are the features you are doing now?
Temperature, soil moisture, pressure, humidity, rainfall, solar radiation. Sir, using solar radiation, what we want to do is agrivoltaic. Above solar panels will be there. Underneath, we want to have a plantation.
That is
Agrivoltaic.
No, what I am
Can be
saying.
raised to any level.
That is where you have to work it out how much cost it is.
Correct.
That is one. We are also working cost this one. In throughout the state, you are able to predict all these
Yes, sir.
parameters now.
Yes.
Real time.
Right. I will ask one Stella Mary to meet you after the meeting. Yeah. Where we
Even wind direction.
wind direction, wind velocity, temperature,
Another thing, you are able to measure now soil
moisture.
quality, health of soil. You are able to do that type of
That we will.
The movement it is not there. Agriculture movement is doing
how to do that? But what I am saying is that today I am having a very bit of soil. Soil testing. We are doing.
agriculture, farming. And
There is an advantage now. I don't know whether meteorological observatory how you are going to do or satellite. Now people are working real time soil, health of the soil, they will measure.
Health of soil.
Now real time. So that I need not test every bit of piece of land. That is going to help in a big way. So that I can enrich suitable to the crop. What is the deficiencies I have to correct? Real time agriculture.
what kind of manure you have to use for it. Manure and stuff.
Yeah, when you
Unless you know the right
health. I wanted to go now, you are all talking, this is where I am thinking. Body needs nutritious food. Food as a medicine, kitchen as a pharmacy. Field is ingredients provider.
Captain for the day.
This is where I am working. Every person will have clinical test, blood test once in 3 months. It's necessary. Or once in a year. Basing on requirement, you will have nutritious foods. Balancing carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins, everything. That is the future. That is where I am asking you. Soil also needs
Yes.
same.
Soil.
Just like
Health
the
of soil,
body.
yeah.
Health of the soil is important.
Will
If you enrich correctly, then it will have impact.
Regarding this,
Sir, we have established SRM University as a research intensive university, established all necessary research facilities.
Don't disturb the
I am going to bed.
Yeah. No, sir. Important.
Sir, our faculty and students have published more than 3,000 publications in highly reputed journals and also about 500 patents.
While is in the university, we are now processing. They are processing.
Sir, one of our students, Deepthi Diwanji, she got Arjun Award. Sir, this is a landmark collaboration agreement between SRM and School of Computer Science of the world's prestigious Carnegie Mellon University for establishing AI research lab here covering healthcare, energy, defense and IoT.
All disciplines they are coming Carnegie.
All including the AI disciplines. Wherever AI is
No,
applied,
but all they are having twin certification also you got to go.
they are very important.
Internships.
That's good.
Sir, we have
How many
higher education partnerships with several international universities.
association now?
Yes, sir.
How many universities? Active participation.
Yes.
100.
75 students.
Premier, how many you are having? That means top 25.
Farming Milan is now there, sir.
Top 25.
Yeah. The other one which is on the annual is humanity design. Humanity design is for the honor commission funding between SRM University and the JIT.
I wanted to go now top 10 universities in the world, top 10 institutions in India, academic, and also top 10 companies in the world, Microsoft, even Google, IBM, almost all. Ultimately, I want to create the best future with emerging technologies. That is where I am asking.
Sir, for good and committed students, now SRBAP is the preferred destination and all of them get placed, the highest salary being 55 lakhs per annum and the average salary is 9.2 lakhs. Sir, we have established several centers of excellence, therefore CAST, SRM Amaraja, and in association with Tanishq Jewelers, we have set up a center for pioneer institution gold and silver. In fact, Honorable Mr. Nara Lokesh wanted our involvement in establishing gold cluster at Mangalagiri. And a few centers were establishing.
Okay.
Sir, coming to your favorite subject, sir, green hydrogen. As you know, the Honorable Prime Minister has unveiled National Hydrogen Mission to make India emerge as a global hub for green hydrogen, and the target is to produce 5 million metric tons of green hydrogen per annum. In line with NHM, Government of Andhra Pradesh.
Keep it in mind in that 160
Yes, sir.
gigawatts are producing on the place. One
Yes.
values from one.
Correct, sir.
Green hydrogen
Yeah.
and all.
In line with that, Government of AP has put up a target to produce 1.6 million metric tons of green hydrogen per annum. Aligning with the objectives of National Hydrogen Mission and integrated clean energy policy of the Government of Andhra Pradesh, we are setting up a center for green hydrogen generation, storage and applications in association with Reliance and Greenco. Sir, we will be having a green hydrogen summit sometime in June 2025. Dr. Saraswat is chairing and guiding us in organizing it. We request the Honorable Chief Minister to inaugurate that summit. Sir, also we are establishing a few centers in emerging areas such as Center for Quantum Technologies, Center for Interplanetary Exploration in association with ISRO, Center for Semiconductor Technology and Design, Center for AI and ML. SRM Medical College Hospital, it will have a 1,000-bedded hospital to provide affordable health care to the community in and around Amaravati and the region. Also, the institute will focus on development of medical devices in association with AMDs and which you have established in Visakhapatnam. Sir, SRM Research Industrial Research Park, unique in the country in a university. We have already initiated discussion with Rolls-Royce, Bosch, they have agreed to come here, and as I said, green hydrogen in association with Reliance and Greenco. Sir, we will bring 50 such industrial research laboratories in the next 5 years. Sir, with your kind support, SR University will be the first university in the country to have industrial research park. Sir, this will be a crown, jewel in the crown of Andhra Pradesh, sir. We solicit your kind support. Sir, the government of Andhra is carrying out skilling census. Aligning with that, we are establishing SRM Skilling Academy we commit to skill about 600,000 members every year who could become employable in different industries. Okay, land we have discussed.
No,
Sir,
make it a skill 10,000.
10,000
a year, 10,000 minimum.
10,000 a year. Okay.
Then let us say you have to associate with them. Fund is available, you can get it. And also, what is the size you can do it? 6,000 or 10,000 minimum. If it is possible, more than that.
Sir, first year we will plan for 10,000.
Yeah.
Based on the experiences, next year perhaps
So
15,000.
your institute is going to work in regional center for you if necessary, attached to Amaravati. Then it will have tremendous impact. Skill development is a continuous process. I wanted to engage everybody in skill development.
We'll be grateful to you.
Yeah. No, I want to have medical. Amaravati will be medical.
Will you be that would take more time to get national education?
Sir, a few requests we have to the Honorable Chief Minister. Land we already discussed. LXT, we want additional 5 MEA. Sir, currently we are getting 300 KLD of water from CRDA. We need 3,000 KLD. And also, sir, development of roads. Yeah, rerouting of Pandavik. Sir.
Rerouting or otherwise.
Oh, sir, thank you very much. We are grateful to the Honorable Chief Minister.
Then I have to go there.
this side.
Let's go. Namaskar. Thank you.
పదండి వెనక్కి చూసుకొని ఓకే ఓకే
Endoro.
Have designed and developed electrolyzers to produce green hydrogen in the lab scale. We are going to scale it up in the next 6 months.
Why can't you have one school only for green?
Scale it up in the next 6 months.
Why can't you have one school only for green?
Correct. Sir, I am coming to that. Perfect, sir. You have suggested. Okay.
Solar energy.
This is the Vedavati block.
Solar, wind, and then pumped energy, battery, and green energy, downstream industries, green hydrogen, green ammonia, not only one.
Yeah.
Biofuel, everything.
Green ammonia. Sir, our university governing body consists of eminent scientists and academicians from India and abroad, including Nicholas Dix, who is the Chancellor of the University of California, Berkeley, Pradeep Khosla, Chancellor of the University of California, San Diego. Sir, he is the well-known expert in the world for AI. So, he is also with us. Yeah. And also Prasad Mohapatra, Professor Andrew Hamilton, President of New York University, and several others. Sir, our University Research Board is chaired by Dr. Saraswat, Honorable Member Nitaev, and quite a few others. Once in a year, they meet and give directions for us to carry out research in frontline and emerging areas. So we organized several international conferences. One conference was held in July 2018, for which Honorable Minister Nara Lokesh was the chief guest, and Sir, SRM Amaraja Center Energy for Energy Storage Devices, established in collaboration with Amaraja Batteries. As you know, the leading battery manufacturer in the country, where they are working with us for development of cost-effective batteries and also fast charging of lithium batteries. Sir, we have started School of Engineering and Sciences, Pari School of Business, Israel School of Liberal Arts. We want to have this as a holistic university. We offer programs BTech, MTech, BBA, MBA, BA, BSc, BCom, MSc, PhD, and postdoc.
No, as on today, you are.
Can we continue? Voice. Yeah, it is written on we should just announce. Dear audience, kindly maintain calm. that we welcome our visionary leader, a pioneer in governance and a driving force behind innovation and development, the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu. His dynamic leadership has transformed Andhra Pradesh into a hub of progress with remarkable strides in technology, education, infrastructure and sustainable growth. His vision continues to inspire countless individuals and shape the future of our state. We now request Shri Piyush Kumar, Principal Secretary to the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Department of Planning, and Dr. Irudaya Rajan, Founder, International Institute for Migration and Development, Dr. Niranjan Sagruti, Country Director, Population Council, Dr. Padma Paturi, Head of the Department of Gynecology and Obstetrics, Andhra Hospitals, Vijayawada, to kindly join our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, onto the dais. May we now invite Shri Piyush Kumar, Principal Secretary to the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Planning and Finance Department, for briefing our Honorable Chief Minister about the deliberations of today's discussion. Over to you, sir.
A very warm welcome to all the participants, all the dignitaries on the dais. If you can settle down, we'll start the program. To begin with, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Nara Chandrababu Naidu Gariki, Chancellor SRM Ministry Gariki, dignitaries on the dais, distinguished experts, policymakers, academicians, and all the enthusiastic participants of the SRM Ministry. Sir, it is indeed a very pleasant and very happy occasion for me to extend a warm welcome to the dignitaries on the dais, all the experts and academicians who have been participating in the conference since the morning. A very heartfelt welcome to Honorable Chief Minister, a truly visionary leader of Andhra Pradesh, who has been the inspiration behind this conference. For last 3 months, he has been asking about taking various views, giving the directions to the planning department, to the health department on this very important topic on the population management, which is very close to his heart. In our Chief Minister, we have a very visionary leader. Few have the vision, the clarity to see the future, and still few have the acumen to show the path to achieve that future. This is something we have witnessed in our early careers also in the combined Andhra Pradesh. Vision 2021, Honorable CM had given the call. At that time, sir, I recall, as a student, the 5th generation computers, we knew basic and forgotten very minimal things about it. But it was the vision of the Honorable Chief Minister at that time that he said that entire government functioning has to come on the e-office. And the result was that in Andhra Pradesh, we achieved e-office at least a decade before than the other states and in the country, in the whole country. While the other country, in the entire central level, e-office came in 2012. In Andhra, we were already doing it in 2002. Similar is the case with many other fields in the combined Andhra Pradesh, whether it is telecom policy, whether it is the PPP policy for road development, for the Shamshabad airport development, or the education policy. The generations who could take on to IT and who are leading the diaspora in the US is a witness to that acumen and that foresight. With that foresight, the government of Andhra Pradesh had embarked upon a population management policy in the 90s, which we saw the results very quickly. It is striking to note, that in a period of 2 to 3 decades, 20 to 30 years, the fertility rate was achieved, which is better than many of the Western countries. So we have at 1.5% fertility rate today. It was an overaction at that point of time. But the 21st century calls for a very different action points on the demographic profile. Honorable Chief Minister, in this session, when he started, like Vision 2020, he has given us Vision 2047, which is aligned with the Government of India, Viksit Bharat. Padi Sutralu ani cheppi, what should be the direction that for a healthy, wealthy and happy Andhra society and Telugus, what is the pathway the Honorable Chief CM has shown us. But to achieve that, it is very important that population management policy, we strike the correct note and there is a correction that is required. Sir, with your inspiration, today we had a complete full day workshop on this topic. There were 2 knowledge sessions followed by 2 panel discussions, sir. Experts from various walks of life have dealt with the concept in a holistic manner, where it is social aspect, the economic aspect, the political aspect, the other nuances and cultural aspect, also the current environmental issues which are impacting the population demographic also was discussed. The global practices in some countries and what has been the impact was also discussed. Some of the striking points which have come out of the deliberations today are listed here out. AP has been experiencing a fertility rate which is much less than the many European countries. High rates of C-sections, hysterectomy and female sterilization is one of the key concerns that faces us today. In fact, last session there was a very active and live discussion on the topic, where it was said that why should sterilization be so high and what are the policy changes that are required to address the issues. Similarly, in various sessions, the various social aspects, the economic aspects, and also the impact on the labor workforce participation, the demographic aspects of the concept were discussed. So this deliberation, as inspired by you, was to take the key points. We are making a working paper has been prepared today, and basis today's discussion, we will be preparing a draft paper which will be put to the public domain for further discussion and consultation with the public in the month of April. And with that, we hope to come up with a very robust population policy, management policy, which will address some of the corrective measures that are required given the challenges that we are going to face in the coming years on this count, sir. With that, I thank the audience and all the participants who have made a successful contribution to the deliberations today. And I will request for a very short brief for each session by the various session panel leaders. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. As we move forward, it is essential to reflect on the key insights and discussions from our sessions and panel discussions today. To provide us with a brief summary of the deliberations, we now request our esteemed session and panel moderators to share their key takeaways and reflections to the Honorable Chief Minister. We first request Dr. S. Irudayarajan, Founder, International Institute for Migration and Development and moderator for the first session on Shift in Demographic Trends, Understanding Causes and Impacts, Andhra Pradesh and India, to kindly share a brief summary of the discussions and key insights from the session to the Honorable Chief Minister.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. When I came here from Kerala, I felt that you are thinking ahead of other states by at least 10 years. At least by 10 years you are ahead of that. And when I left Kerala, somebody asked me, what is this conference about population management? Why Andhra is doing? I think all states in the country will take a lead in organizing a population management conference, because demography is going to change the future of every state. I think you have taken a lead. I think all other states will follow it up. I am going to speak to you here basically on the session which we organized on demographic trends, causes, impact and challenges, which was collaborated by us, by myself and Poonam Mukherjee from Population Foundation of India, Dr. Santosh Malhotra from the Jawaharlal Nehru University. I am going to give you some 10 points for us to think more on this, particularly on demography. After the new state came in 2004, you were the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. And still after that, we have no database to understand the real demography of Andhra Pradesh. We had no census. We had SRS up to 2020, NFHS in 2021, and we are using the projection which was made in 2019 for all the discussion we had. We have no real-time data on demography. No real-time data on demography of Andhra Pradesh. I think you have to start thinking about a real-time data. For example, the TFR, as per the recent survey, estimate as 1.5. But I believe that it will be close to 1.9 or even 2. So the TFR, what you have is currently an underestimated number. So this is something we have to relook at it. The second point which we would like to make here is that the IMR, as per the latest data, what we have for Andhra Pradesh is 24, compared to 6 in Kerala, 3 in Singapore. And that means Andhra Pradesh can design policies. It's like a pro-natalist policy to reduce the IMR so that we can save children who are born in Andhra Pradesh. They live beyond the, what is called the child and mortality, so that we can have some more children in our state. The third point, which is very, very important, is that infertility or the childlessness in all the states are increasing. It's also particular in Andhra Pradesh. Close to 10 to 15% couples in Andhra Pradesh have difficulty in having children. The state, especially the family planning department, should intervene and help them to have the ideal number of children they want to have. By this way, your TFR can be increased. TFR can be increased. I think we should, help the couples to have children. This is a new strategy for the family planning program. I think you should start from Andhra Pradesh. And the fourth one is very, very important. Today, 70% of the Andhra Pradesh married women are sterilized. Even we want to increase fertility, we are talking to only 30% women. I think time has come for us to talk about spacing methods so that couples want to reverse. They want to think of another child. They are already sterilized at the age of 23, 25. So we are not able to have some more children. I think we should talk about spacing methods. We should invest on the family planning program, especially on the spacing method. The fourth one, which is another point which is important, is that we are worried that the fertility decline in Andhra Pradesh will lead to what is called the labor crisis. I don't think we should worry too much on that. Your aim of transferring what is called the trillion economy, 2.4 trillion economy by 2047, I think it can be achieved through what we call them the India's demographic dividend. So India has a demographic dividend so that you can expect people from north to south to come in, like they are helping in Chennai, they are helping in Kerala, they will come in. I think you have to design user-friendly or what we call the migration-friendly policies in your state so that you attract people, give them proper labor right, give them proper wages so that your dream of achieving the economic growth by double digit can be achieved. The fifth one, we have no idea. The last few hours we are talking about fertility and mortality. Please remember, all of us we should remember, migration is also one of the component of population change. And we have no data on the story of internal and international migration from Andhra Pradesh. We have no story on that. And population management policy is not just fertility and mortality. We have to look at both internal and international migration. The sixth one, the first demographic dividend in Kerala, in Andhra Pradesh is almost getting over. But you have coming up with two important demographic dividend which is going to come for Andhra Pradesh. And you can tell the whole world, you can tell all the states in the country that look how we have achieved what I call them the second demographic dividend. We call them silver demographic dividend. People who are above 60, you can utilize the silver demographic dividend. You can make the elderly both engaging and empowering, and you can use them for your economic growth. Part 2 story of Andhra Pradesh. Demographic dividend to silver demographic dividend. I think that will have a long way to other states to teach them how they can utilize the silver demographic dividend. In addition to that, you also have a gender demographic dividend. You have a lot of women are not employed. If you can provide them gainful employment and opportunities, another dividend you can utilize and make the state to grow to double-digit growth. The next point, which is the 8th point, which is close to your heart, AP has a huge diaspora globally, not just in the United States. Globally, you have huge diaspora. You have to enhance them formally to development of Andhra Pradesh. I think that throughout the country, we are not able to utilize the diaspora for development. Diaspora comes when there is a crisis, like Kerala had floods. Diaspora put money, but diaspora can be constantly engaged for the development of Andhra Pradesh in all aspects. I saw the first program, you are talking about 4. I think this is something you can bring it up. It will be having a long-lasting impact on the Andhra society. And also, we have to talk about bringing back the skilled migrants. Students go from Andhra Pradesh, but they are never returned. They stay in US. I think you should have, like China, think of a innovative return migrant policy to bring back what we call them brain gain. Bring them back. Remember the importance of Mahatma Gandhi in the India's development as a return migrant. If you can bring some return migrants who are big people in other countries, they will be your future leaders for the society. The last one, due to the decline in population, not just in your state, all the states in South India, we are affected by the financial transfer in the Finance Commission. I was sitting with the Finance Commission members. In Kerala, we are getting less money because we have less population. I think this is affected in all the states, including Andhra Pradesh. And we will also be affected by the delimitation exercise, which will be coming in very soon. But we need to discuss it separately because that is not the population management policy. That is a separate discussion we should have on the delimitation impact on Andhra Pradesh and beyond other states. Because that is, we have managed well population. Now this is the impact. We should look at it separately. And finally, to conclude, I would like you should invest. Again, I say you should invest on assessing the current demographic scenario. What you have right now is some type of bits and pieces on fertility and mortality and initiating a large-scale migration survey in Andhra Pradesh with the collaboration of the SRM University. I'll stop here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May we now request Dr. Niranjan Sagruti, Country Director, Population Council, to share a gist of the second session on global initiatives for population management to the Honorable Chief Minister.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Chandrababu Naidu Garu sir, and to the esteemed dignitaries on the dais, my friends, my demographic friends, and also the large volume of the youth that I see, because that's where first of all, let me start by saying that Nenu Kuda Telugu biddane sir. So, and I did all my post-graduation up to in Nagarjuna University, right in this city. So I'm so proud to be here, sir, to brief you on what happened in session 2, where we discussed about the global initiatives. There are 3 points that we discussed, sir. One, about the difference between how many children women want in Andhra Pradesh state and the actual family size, meaning how many children are they having. So what all the surveys are indicating, sir, is that the woman in Andhra Pradesh wants 2.1 children. So the gap that currently exists between the 2.1 versus 1.5 or 1.7, whatever my previous speaker spoke about on the number difference, has to do with how and what way the reproductive birth experiences that we are providing to women. The one incident that we took when we were comparing it with the global initiatives and how other countries have dealt with the low fertility, we did take the Andhra Pradesh context in mind for that comparison. And what is happening here, sir, that in Andhra Pradesh, the first birth, the Andhra Pradesh, for that matter, is very proud to have high institutional deliveries. That is more than 95%. Unfortunately or fortunately, about over 60% of the deliveries are happening in private sector. And unfortunately, 70% of those first-time deliveries are ending up in cesarean section. And the moment the women have the cesarean section, that's when the negative birth experience starts. And that's something that we need to do besides actually in order for the woman to actually realize the intended family size. Sir, one more point, sir, which is connected to this, which my previous speaker actually spoke about, is the sterilization, that is 70%. The first birth, cesarean. Second birth, again cesarean. And during that period, the tripectomy is being offered, and then going into the hysterectomy. There are total 4 surgeries that the women are experiencing in her reproductive life. And that's something that has to change, sir, in order for providing that. And a lot of countries, when we looked at the evidence, what exists in terms of the evidence, the countries have adapted the midwifery-led care to give the comfort for the woman to have safe delivery and a positive delivery experience, which actually will promote and fill that gap that exists between 2.1 children that I want versus how many children that I'm ended up having. That was the first point that we discussed, sir. The second point actually we discussed was about the population, the youth population in Andhra, and which is connected to their workforce participation. The youth in Andhra are actually, their aspirations are related to looking for having that work and that economic security and that job and the economic security, because that is what is changing, the aspiration. That's what is changing the aspirations of the youth. And that youth, to have that economic security, we need to create, and sir, the policy has to provide ample scope and opportunity for the youth to have that confidence in the state, to have that job experiences. And that's when you can actually control the brain drain that is going out from Andhra to outside state or outside countries. Today we are very proud to have so many CEOs in whether it is in India or outside India companies who are from Telugu origin. But what we need to do is, how the policy can actually cover this element in order to retain the youth that exists, that 15 lakh youth population in the 15 to 19 year age group, their skilling and their education that's being given so that they continue to have and serve for Andhra. That's going to be the second point that we discussed. The third point that we discussed was, sir, more about how there are other multitude of reasons for fertility decline, because it's not a straightforward 1 or 2 reasons. There are multitude of reasons for fertility decline that exist in case of Andhra Pradesh, and how the countries, and my demographic friends and myself also have this argument that whether do we see half glass empty or half glass full. I'm a bit optimistic, sir, the kind of vision that you have for the state. I'm so fan of yours. So the kind of the optimism that we see is what I would see. And the countries that we always take the example of Japan, South Korea as an example, but they're not the best examples, because the examples that we need to take is where did it work and how did it work. In the countries like France, Vietnam had same policy, two-child family policy as the India, as the Andhra Pradesh, as the family planning program, more aggressive family planning program, actually has used a very specific strategy for reversing stabilizing and reversing the fertility. It's not about not having an increase is not a success, but even stabilizing the fertility is a great success that I would actually see from the evidence, sir. So what Vietnam has done was that besides having childcare support and providing the specific benefits to the couples and for having more number of children, it actually also has encouraged the cultural value of having and being together in part of a larger family that will actually help the country not to reduce the fertility anymore. And sir, Vietnam is one successful country which has consistently maintained its fertility for the past 20 years, even increased the fertility. So is the France. Is a country which actually has, and there are beautiful examples, and the one thing that we also discussed was about the male engagement and gender equality, which I think you need to really talk about and be our youth leader to talk about the male involvement. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. We finally request Dr. Padma Paturi, Head of the Department of Gynecology and Obstetrics, Andhra Hospitals, Vijayawada, to share the highlights of the discussions on socio-economic impact vis-a-vis population management to the Honorable Chief Minister.
Honorable CM Sir, it's my privilege to be able to speak a few words regarding maternal health in this conference. And with regards to healthcare in Andhra Pradesh, it is quite evident that healthcare infrastructure is in place, but real challenge is in execution and delivering the quality of care. AP stands as fourth best for low maternal mortality, well below the nation's average. This we have achieved by our very high institutional deliveries, which is 97% of our deliveries happen in institutions, which is far higher than nation's average. And early pregnancy registration at primary health centers and Anganwadi centers, and in the registration in the first 12 weeks of pregnancy, over 85% of our women are registering. This means that they will have a very early assessment of the pregnancy, which is like to determine which is the high risk pregnancy and how many antenatal visits they should have and what antenatal care they should receive and which cases have to be referred, etc. And also we have a very good maternity benefit system, and our ambulance services, the maternal emergency care services have been very good, and the use of technology, to say the least. Still there is scope for improvising this, and a detailed discussion is beyond this the timeline. So the three important areas I would say is to improve maternal nutrition. Maternal nutrition in the sense of not just providing iron tablets and folic acid tablets, it's to give them a diet chart, it's to get our dietitians or senior professionals to go and speak to the pregnant women in the community and to screen for anemia, and half of our pregnant women are anemic. With the maternal mortality of so low, we are not doing that great with maternal anemia, and anemia in pregnancy is a very, very easy area and it's not expensive at all. It's just the consistency of our ANMs, midwives, Anganwadi workers and ASHA workers to be giving away these iron tablets, and also checking on the compliance. Compliance is less than 50%, I note. We don't have the numbers for this, we don't have the data for this, but when we have unbooked cases present to us with hemoglobin of 4 grams in labor, bleeding, then those are all unbooked cases, and they have been given iron tablets, but they have not taken them. So, and the next thing is training our ASHA workers, ANMs and midwives, regular training and retraining them. And if I may talk about my 2 decades of experience in UK, even when we were senior consultants, it was mandatory for us to go to the community, to the primary care, and train the midwifery care, the staff, and also midwives there. So it's just making sure that they have got enough information and knowledge, and checking the data, and then auditing the data, and making sure that at the grassroots level, it's really the policies are working and they're happening. As I said before, infrastructure is great, it's there, it's just the execution. And going straight into the low fertility rate, my previous speakers have already briefed about that, but I would like to address the need regarding the infertility. Incidence of infertility in the books, in the papers, although it says 4%, 8%, 12%, but in practice, in Vijayawada and around, we are seeing like at least 20% of women are presenting with some fertility issues, and Andhra Pradesh is on high in the charts for this. And then the need to reduce the cesarean section rate, again the repetition of the topic. Cesarean section, we have to audit, and we have government is already doing that. It's along with the maternal deaths, we have to audit the raised cesarean section rate. Private sector, public government hospitals, both of them should be, the obstetricians should be made accountable for every cesarean section they perform, because once a cesarean, always a cesarean was once said, and now, and we have moved away from that. Once a cesarean, we can try for a vaginal delivery, but then if I may say, mostly in some of the private sectors, there's repeated cesarean section, and a woman can safely have only 2 cesarean sections, except in the exceptional situations. So, and regarding the sterilization, I've never ever, unless in a very rare situation in UK, I've never done a tubectomy during cesarean. Here, I came to India 10 years ago, and every second cesarean, they would ask us about tubectomy. By the way, Chesayochka, Panay Pothandaga, and I have been talking in a lot of IMA talks and everything, saying that no, do not tie those tubes at the time of cesarean section, because how do you know that the baby is well? How do you know that the baby will fare well in 2 years' time? Why can't you simply wait and just give them time? And what happens in a very unfortunate situation, if a mom, if the couple lose a child and they come to us, at least 1 or 2 cases in a week, they come to me to reverse the sterilization because they have lost a child, or the child is autistic, or has got some autoimmune disorder or some genetic disorders. So, discourage tubectomy during cesarean sections, and we can collect this data and audit this data. We can ask the hospitals, along with our maternal death calls that we get, that we need to maintain a register, and also cesarean sections. if we can audit the number of sterilizations that are being done along with cesarean sections, then if not for a good reason, then those can be stopped. Also, cesarean hysterectomies. Cesarean hysterectomy might be a life-saving procedure, so one cannot comment on that without taking into consideration that particular case. Next, we have a healthy mother, then we have a healthy child, a healthy neonate, healthy infant, a healthy child, and a healthy society. We must promote breastfeeding, and then going straight into how do we encourage, having my psychology cap on, how do we encourage and convince our younger generation to plan pregnancy at an appropriate age, which is like in their 20s or early 30s, without delaying. And it is a very sensitive issue. We are dealing with very educated and well-informed women here, couples here, and they have the financial freedom and they would think it's their personal choice. I deal with these young couples all the time, like my daughter's friends and all. They come to me saying that they do not want children just because they don't want the responsibility, but they put it in a very nice way. So, focus on sharing information to them. Do not preach. They'll go away. Acknowledge their concerns first, like personal freedom and financial security. Highlight the joy of parenthood. Give examples. Quote positive role models who have chosen parenthood without compromising the freedom. Address their concerns like overpopulation. Give them statistics. And say to them, this will work really well. Say to them, there are increased risk of complications in pregnancy if they get pregnant at 35. They come to me asking for, ma'am, can we freeze our eggs? We can have a baby at 45. So the answer is, we have to tell them, the medical professionals, us, and also as a society, the later you're pregnant, advanced age pregnancy will have may have higher genetic abnormalities. At the age of, I hope I'm not taking too much time, at the age of 20, the risk of chromosomal problems is 1 in 2000. At 30, it is 1 in 1000. At 40, it is 1 in 100. Drastically increased chromosomal abnormality rate, higher miscarriage rate, higher stillbirth rate, higher preterm babies, low birth weight babies, and increased risk of hypertension and diabetes complicating pregnancy, and increased cesarean section rate. The last point, if it's not inappropriate, I would like to bring in my experience in Europe. What it is, we are certainly not lagging behind in advanced medical treatments or surgeries, but there is a gap at community level delivering the quality of care. We do have enough manpower. We have more midwives and A&Ms than in UK. Like I would say, at least 3 times more manpower. It's the execution at the grassroots level and training the medical personnel, retraining them, auditing their work, and looking at the data. This is the way forward, I would think, and getting the specialists to brief the medical birth attendants at the community level, and private doctors, and not just the government doctors. We are all happy to help. Our Honorable CM Sir had Vision 2020 that has been most successful, and now he has launched Vision 2047 stating people as an asset. People as an asset. Sir, we will all want to be part of your vision, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. We now invite our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. T.R. Parivendra sir, to address the gathering.
Honorable
high-tech CM of Andhra Pradesh, dignitaries on the dais, invitees, participants, and dear students. Today, our CM or your CM was invited to lay foundation of new buildings in this campus. He readily agreed. He did his job. Along with him, I also joined. I thought I am going to be seated in the front row. Somehow you asked me to go along with him, sit on the dais. I asked him, should I speak? Yes. Having come to dais, you have to speak. See here, incidentally, today's topic of your conference is very simple. Any common man can talk on this subject. Population dynamics and development. I am partially a politician. I cannot approach it in the sense of doctor's vision. But my feeling is there is always a dynamics, particularly when there is more population in a state or a country. People on the responsibilities say trade control. And there's a reduction in population. No, our share of MP will not be there. So you are go on producing children. This is the contrast. In fact, your CM just I am astonishing for this, not that need to praise on him. As a scholar going to submit a thesis tomorrow, he is taking notes each and every line. That I ever seen, not that I never seen a CM taking note of so seriously about the speakers' points. I am really astonished. However, so serious as a CM and so serious as development of this Andhra Pradesh. Sir, I told him, sir, I requested him, sir, what is the budget of your state? He never thought I would ask this question. So our budget is 3 lakhs crores. What's your loan? 10 lakh crores. What a great burden, how he is managed. He said, I am going to manage it somehow, because there's a gap in between, nearly 5 years. Otherwise, by this time you would have seen a wonderful capital, Amaravati, which is as comparable as any foreign countries in the world. Now, regarding the population, why the population is getting reduced? Nowadays, women are so serious of their fitness. Once they married, they do not want to lose their personality. They are postponing the consummation. That's one part. And another, economic reasons. Economic reasons, because nowadays, what is my salary, my husband's salary? How many children I should have? Or I have to control it? That is the planning. So population control. At the same time, we as a politician should not lose our strength in a state. We say, you carry on, have more children. This is what dynamics. Dynamics is not steady. Dynamics is what movement. So not steady, so once reduced, they are worried. More children again worried because they are able to provide the facilities, housing, medicine, education, all this possible. Somehow we have to balance it. See, our India has got 140 crore population. Just because we have got more population doesn't mean we have to suffer or starve. Every born of this country, they are born with 2 hands. Or not everybody a limb. They are born with 2 hands. So anybody can work, for which the government will always give a support and give directions to see that they are employed. Therefore, the population reduction is because one is birth control, other is not affordability. These are 2 reasons. But instead of giving children birth, once they are born, see that they are comfortably, healthily brought up. That's very important. It's a bad thing losing because that's an investment on every child when they're born. By way of food, milk, and the family support, either by themselves or by the government, they have to support the family. Having supported the family and having children born in a family, we cannot afford to lose them. For that, they have to give proper, healthy support in the sense of health insurance or hospitals maintained well, or having born, no child is going to die at the child level. So these are all certain things. The dynamics is always there in the population. Some states are very serious about to maintain it, then balancing it. But as I said, having given birth to children in a state, they should be comfortable and happy. It is the duty of the state and country to see that once they are born in this country in a state, they should not die in the early age. And another thing probably you may not like to hear, but somehow I am utter it, regarding the liquor. I am talking about the experience of my state. Liquor. It is like a water lake. Almost all, about 70% of the population of the state, 18 to 60, they started having liquor by which they lose their strength. They cannot have a comfortable family life, by which the family is also not able to taken care of by way of the support for the family, number one, because they don't have earning. Secondly, they are ill health. They are not eligible to see that their children are conceived in the family. That's another thing. And once they are born, I am telling particularly the present government, both state and the central government, our Honorable Prime Minister, is confident and believing upon the youth, that youths are very, very important. They are the future of the country. We can't afford to lose them in between. Having born, they have to live here at least 60 or up to 70, 80. When he says that when the Honorable Chief Minister asked me, what is your age? I said 85. He has complimented me. Probably I told him the proper answer. I think the correct answer also. Because I'm all the time mixing with the children, college students. So with whom you are mixing or working with, that also gives a longevity. And profession also is a reason for that. Therefore, my serious concern is giving birth is not at all a fault. Having born, see that they are not lose their life in the middle. And further, the bad habits of drugs that spoil the family, spoil the economy of the family. Ultimately, the consumment of the family, and nobody takes care of their wife. When there's no happiness in the family, where is the question of conceiving children? Therefore, it's a right topic in right time, and I am only invited incidentally, without expecting. Thank you very much, sir, for your invitation to speak some few words. And what is your idea of calling me? I don't know. You are also a politician. I am also a politician. I approach it in a practical way. What the problem we face by population or less population, by which we are reducing the ratio of MPs. These are all our problem. So in that respect, I approached. However, health is the wealth that can be really taken care of, for which partially the individual family is responsible, and at the same time, the state and country is also responsible to see that, as I am told, nearly 20 crores of people going to bed in the night without food. That's one side is also there. This is because of course, we are trying to, our present government, both central and the state, they are trying to see that everybody is fed and that our citizens are good. Therefore, these are all the dynamism in population is always there. Of course, there are countries, foreign countries like, I come to know there is somebody from Andhra, I don't know. You have a third child, I will give 50,000 rupees. Bro, you have seen that paper yesterday? Is it Andhra, sir? Yes. No? Some MP has mentioned, so our state population is getting reduced. So whoever they have the third child, I am giving 50,000 rupees. So that is also to be taken care of. So I am happy that this kind of topic is being discussed in a very serious way. There are professionals here on the stage when how these babies are not able to be well because of uncared, because of insufficient nurses, and the sufficient doctors are not there. That is also we have to look into. So with this, I thank Honorable CM to give me an opportunity to speak a few words in this meeting. Thank you.
It is our immense honor and privilege that we have with us our Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, whose visionary leadership has played a pivotal role in shaping policies for sustainable development and societal well-being. We invite you to share your thoughts and address the gathering, sir.
ఇక్కడ ఉండే వాళ్ళల్లో ఎంతమంది తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు? తెలిపేకెత్తండి. ఓకే. అదర్ దెన్ తెలుగు స్పీకింగ్ పీపుల్, కెన్ యూ రైజ్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్? ఉన్నారు. ఓకే. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్, వండర్ఫుల్ ఈవినింగ్. By seeing all of you, I am getting new energy now. It It is a very interesting subject I am placing before you. I am always a visionary, that is the biggest problem. I am visualizing what is going to happen after 25-30 years' time. That is where I started information technology in 1995. Nobody knows about information technology. Nobody used to talk about information technology. Today I am proud to say Hyderabad is the proof of concept. Telugu community is the proof of concept. You go to anywhere in the world, there will be Telugu community and Indian community. No need to ask. Very posh locality, if you go and loudly shout about in Telugu, people will come and gather. As on today, all over the world, any country for that matter, highest per capita income is Indians. Among Indians, 30% are from Telugu community. 30-35%. That is the confidence you are all having on me. Proof of concept. SRM University has come. Wit has come. Sometimes, always I used to say Hyderabad. 9 years I was CM in Hyderabad. That's why I was able to create ecosystem. After that, nobody disturbed. In the country today, highest per capita income is Telangana. That is the contribution by Telugu Desam Party, even 1995. If you see here, Chancellor, SRM University, Paravendra Garu. Here we invited distinguished guest for a subject. This is very interesting subject. That is where I told you. I am talking one side quantum computing, another side population management. Both are very, very unique, but you have to balance all. That's why I called Uridaya Rajan, founder, International Institute for Migration Development. Niranjan Sagurti, Country Director, Population Council. Dr. Padma Paturi, Head and Department of Oncology, Andhra Pradesh. And also Piyush Kumar, Principal Secretary, Finance and Planning. Dear students from SRM, WIT, All India Institute of Medical Science, Amrut, NID, KL University, Kottur Medical College, and also staff members from SRM University. Today, you have heard all our views morning to evening. Different people are approaching differently. Even in here, our friend Rajan has made it very clear. He has left now because he wants to go early to reach Kerala. His opinion is migration. Who are all diaspora if we bring for development. That is his view. I am very happy by hearing all of you. As Chancellor has rightly mentioned, I am writing all their opinions. Sincerely, I am always saying, I am a good listener. I am a student, continuously learning. Today my subject is population management. Nobody used to talk about population management as on now. In 1995, as all of you, I also thought population is growing, land is not growing, water is not increasing, food is not increasing, there will be a big problem. Then I promoted small family, 2-child norm or 1 child. That is how I promoted. Everybody told me it's very difficult to motivate people. First of all, you have to address poverty among women. Second, you have to go for literacy. Awareness will come. Then only they will listen to you to control population. My theory at the time was, I can address all these things. Standalone system I can address, it will take years together, and also it is a vicious cycle. I had a determined approach how to reduce population. Very aggressive approach I have taken. Exactly 20 years time, I realized biggest problem of population now, aging problem, is catching very fast. Never it has happened anybody's history. One side I have gone for population control. Today again I am coming population management. Have more children, then only will survive. Here I wanted to say one thing. Great country. Honorable Prime Minister is preparing Vision 2047 Vikasit Bharat. I am preparing Swarnandhra Vision Document 2047. Earlier, I prepared a vision document. Even that is also a big problem. Always I am talking future. Sometimes you are also understanding very well, but you are also busy in time of elections. You are not taking care for re-election of the government, then we will have problems. What we had problems we have seen for the last 5 years. Where I have developed, at that stage it was left, not even 1 inch of road was laid during 5 years last regime. Otherwise, Amaravati should have been different Amaravati by this time. I am assuring you, very soon I am inviting Honorable Prime Minister for relaunching the programs, infrastructure and development. Already we have called nearly 40,000 crores for road construction and building construction. Now institute like SRM will come in a big way. You name any institute in India has to come here. That is the future of the city. Then I am planning, if possible, central government offices, private buildings, institutions, everything put together. Another 1 month, 1.5 months time, we wanted to lay the foundations for 1 lakh crores investment. It will be completed within 2-3 years time. In that, even SRM is asking me another 100 acres of land. Now they are planning 21,000 students. I am going to have some more restrictions on them. Minimum 50,000 students in 200 acres of land. That is what I am going to ask them. They want to start medical school and also so many institutions of excellence and also skill development and also quantum computing it is very nearer to my heart. Yesterday only we have decided deep technology. In that, quantum computing is one, IoT integration, so many things we are working. So what I wanted to impress upon you all, in Swarnandhra, 2.4 trillion US dollars economy by 2047. And also 58 lakh rupees per capita income. In this, if you see, as on today, Vice Chancellor has rightly mentioned, our GSTP contribution this year, 16 lakh 25,000 crores. Our budget is 3 lakh crores. Our per capita income is 2 lakh 65,000. Now I have to increase this. I am planning to grow at the rate of 15%. Earlier, that is 14-19, I was able to grow at the rate of 13.5%. If I achieve 15% growth rate, your income will be, per capita income will be 58 lakhs by 2047. That is our vision, that is our planning. In this, I am talking about vision, but I am talking about very clearly every year by year mid-term vision, medium-term vision 2029, 5 years time, where I will be. I am placing before you all the details. In this, I am adopting 10 principles. All youngsters has to associate with me. You are the future. You can understand better than anybody compared to others. One is zero poverty. P4. I am talking always zero poverty means in this country, population as capital. Other assets will be additional assets. Then you are all here, compared to others, you can earn, just now, your university has shown me, best student is getting from SRM 55 lakhs for a year package. Average is 7.5 lakhs. 100% placement, that is what they have shown me. If you won't get employment, you have to talk to me, then I will insist on them to give employment. Another thing, I asked them, you start not only investors research park they are organizing, around 50 companies, global companies are going to come. You start now startup hub or center. How many students are going to get jobs? How many students are going to start industry in a knowledge economy? While training all these things, you must be ready, going out and start your own venture. Always I am saying, not only seeking job, you have to provide job. From job seekers to job providers, you have to reach. In this P4, if you see, all works have been done after economic reforms, public-private partnership. Power sector, telecom, roads, airports, flights, everything. If you see, public-private partnership, user charges, now development has taken place, wealth has been created, facilities has been provided, and at the same time some people have become billionaires, wealthiest people. But as Chancellor has rightly mentioned, there are some people below poverty. Is it not our responsibility to lift them above poverty? That is the mission I am taking. Zero poverty, P4 policy, public, private, people's partnership, people as capital. It is not only government responsibility. Now SRM is here. They are well established. They are having management skills. Why can't you adopt 10,000 families below poverty? In a systematic way, you can help them in all aspects, mentoring, hand-holding, some financial assistance, what governments are giving, additional support if you give. You are preparing students now. I am asking you to prepare families to earn money. That is where you have to do. If you adopt this, high net worth individuals of top 10% has to adopt bottom 20%. It is a continuous process how to reduce inequalities. That is my mission. Not only creating wealth, that wealth has to go to the last mile, that is the poor people. That is our mission in that. Second one is very clear, employment, employment, employment. That is my mission. As you have seen, young man among all of us, Chancellor. 85 years, very active. All youngsters have to take him as an example. You have to remind in our lifetime that is the model. What I asked him, what is your secret for health? He said very clearly, morning to evening I am mingling students. You are hearing your shoutings and energy level. He is also becoming day by day more and more younger. And also morning to evening he is working. That gives me more strength. This is where I am saying all of us has to do constructive work. Now I am talking everybody, don't do hard work. The days are over. Don't carry 100 kg bag. Carry cell phone, smartphone. Be literate. Upgrade your skills, what all you are doing. Then you can earn money very easily. Now I want to have, today you are all working. Flexible working is a reality. Flexible reading is a reality. Once if you go through going on reading, we don't know what purpose. Today, work from home has come. Whenever you wanted to have time, you can work. Somebody, whenever he wanted to get it done, through online is getting the work done. Virtual and physical is a reality. Flexible working is a reality. And also our friends has made, our people are going because of it is happening brain drain. I am not considering brain drain. I am always asking all of you, think globally, act globally. Distance is not the constraint. Sit here, start a company, service the global community. You want to go to Hyderabad, have one office, spend some time. You want to go to abroad, you can go. And also you want to go for holiday, you can go. Even in holiday, 2 hours you can go through your work. You can do wonders. That is the future of working. That is what I am promoting as on today. Employment, employment, productive work. It is possible. All of you, as understand my philosophy or not, you have to tell me. Recently I am talking work from home concept. some people came to me, what you are going to do? Every house is a workplace, women particularly. They are doing housework. They are highly qualified. Some people are PhDs in computer. They are residing at villages. They are having some occupation, looking after children, married, but they are settled in village. I am asking them, 3 hours, 4 hours if you work, you can get better money than your husband or your family member who are going outside. Here girls are here. In 95 when I became Chief Minister, I wanted to use women in a big way. There is a theory in that. Always girls are depending when they are young on parents for money, for education, everything. After marriage, you are depending on husbands because of money, or even some illiterate women wanted to go to cinema. Husband has to give permission. After when you are becoming old, you have to depend on children. They will ask, you don't know anything. You keep quiet, don't participate. You do some housework, that is enough. But today, I am proud to say, Indian women are working extremely well. Compared to men, women are more intelligent also. I am not saying this to please women. I am telling you, men also don't be jealous. There is a lot of competition in future. I brought one simple reform, public reform. That is reserving 33% education for girls. Automatically, more than 50-60% girls have come for colleges, engineering colleges, medical colleges, everywhere. Then at some time, youngsters used to ask me, boys, sir, because of your policy, more girls are coming. Even they are crossing 50%, proportion to gender. Then I told them there was a balance, backlog. Let them complete first, then we will revive. The day will come, reservations for men, for boys. Now, very interesting phenomena. I am a social scientist in one way. Wife and husband both are IT professionals. I am asking one question. What is your salary, both wife and husband? At a time I am asking. 80% are saying wives are getting better salary compared to husbands. I am not insulting them. That is the focus women are having. That is where they are shining extremely well. This is the best policy India is having. Even America is having a problem. Gender inequality. I can say very proudly, India is one country, it is accepting widely, that is going to help India to become #1 country by 2047. I don't have any doubt about it. Third policy I am working, agriculture, agri-tech in a big way. Then water security, linking of rivers, everything. And HR and skill development and population management. This is very important subject. I will come back. Why I am talking about population management, we will discuss about it. Then sixth policy I am talking, logistics. India logistics cost is 14% or 15%. whereas global logistics cost only 8% or 7%. Seventh policies, I am talking about cost optimization of power and fuel, either diesel, petrol, everything. Now India is very fortunate for solar energy, wind energy, pumped energy, and also battery. I am confident India will have a bright future in green energy. I am very happy SRM is starting green energy, one institute here. I wish all the best for them. Another 5 years' time, Honorable Prime Minister's vision for green energy is 500 gigawatts. In that, 160 gigawatts are going to contribute from Andhra Pradesh. Already we have started green energy and also green hydrogen in Visakhapatnam, 1,90,000 crores investment. So all of you has to watch green energy is the future, green hydrogen is the future. And also in this, nature farming is also one of the best way. We are all eating adulterated food. I told just now, food as a medicine, kitchen as a pharmacy, field is the raw materials production. If you can balance your diet, your activity, your sleep, your exercise, your working styles. Now, Vice Chancellor Parvendran is 85 years. I am confident you will work up to 100 years. The style is working. As he rightly mentioned, one thing you have to keep it in mind. As long as you are alive, you have to work. That is possible now in a knowledge economy. All students, you are having bright future and also longevity of life. We are all very healthy. Even now I am thinking better than all of you, ahead of all of you. That is where I am talking deep technology and also how to integrate IoT and also population management, all these things. So your life expectancy will be 100 years. As on today, life expectancy in India, 80, 85 years. Your time is going to become 100 years now. So with all these things, fuel will be the issue, power. Even solar, we are generating rooftop. Even in field, farmers are generating power. It is very, very cost effective. Now I am making democratization of power generation. Tomorrow I am going to ask your university how much power you are generating solar, how much you are importing for this for your institute. First of all buildings will be solar generation. That you have to assure me. In Amaravati, I want to make it green energy consumption 100% over a period of time. That is our mission. We will work together in that direction. Next policy is product perfection. India products, either service product or industrial product or agriculture product, everything if you see, it is not a branded. Now we have to grow in a big way branded items, product perfection, that is another. And also Swachh Andhra Pradesh, 9th policy, circular economy, there also you have to do some research. I wanted to go 100% circular economy. Nothing is waste. Zero waste policy. That is where you have to work it out. Ultimately, deep technology. Everybody should work smart way. This is where I constructed in 1995 iTech City. Today, that was the best building for information technology. Today I am constructing here quantum computing and deep tech. You wanted to give good name, you can give me. I wanted to make in Andhra Pradesh, every person has to use AI, or you have to prepare use case. Hardware and software, semiconductor, you name anything, we want to go in a big way. Ultimate aim is quantum computing, and also startup companies from here to anywhere in the world. Health, education, agriculture, veterinary, even pharmaceuticals, everywhere we need quantum computing. So that is the area we are working. So with all these things, again, I am coming back. Today's subject, population management. In this, different people here have given excellent knowledge for me. One is Rajan has given some of the ideas how India is going to have demographic dividend. Some people are asking me, you are talking about population management because of delimitations. We are having 25 seats now. People are thinking, if you go for population basis, our seats will be reduced. In South India, seats will be reduced. That is not my motive. My motive is country. I am telling you again, state. South India started declining population, catching up aging problem. North India, it is very interesting. Population is more balanced. Recently, I made a comment in Delhi. Bihar and UP are saving us as on today in population. Economy-wise, they have to catch up. If you see here, TFR, Bihar 3, Uttar Pradesh 2.7, Chhattisgarh 2.2, Gujarat is better 2, Haryana 2, Karnataka 1.5, Andhra Pradesh 1.5, Maharashtra is 1.5, Kerala is 1.5, Tamil Nadu 1.4, Delhi 1.4, West Bengal is 1.4. If you see countries also, South Africa 2.4, Bangladesh 2.1, India 2, South Korea they are saying 1.9, that is not correct, 0.7. Vietnam and France, they are managing very well, 1.9. China 1.7, Brazil 1.5, Singapore 1.2. Now if you see all these things already started, aging problem in some of the countries. They don't have manpower. Japan is asking people from India. Germany is asking people from India. They gave him a very simple solution. You develop, migration will be there from north to south. Tomorrow in north also there is a problem of population. Then where we are going to import? That is my concern. As on today, if you see, India is 143 crore population. China diminishing has started. 130 or 135 crore population. China is going to become 100 crore population country. India at this rate, it will go to 160 or 175. My idea is, today Indians have migrated 3.4 billion population migrated. Highest per capita Indians. If we allow Indians to migrate 20 crores in 200 countries, another 15 years our knowledge economy, then Indians will be the richest community globally. Any country if you go, corporate governance, public governance, Indians are going to dominate globally. That is my vision. It is going to happen. As on today, if you go to America, almost all countries, highest corporate giants are from Indians. Google, CEO is Indian. Microsoft is Indian. Even almost all companies are happening. Today, not demographic disinvestment, all these things, what I am saying, this is the right time for India to realize, especially South India, we have to balance population. Here, even silver demographic dividend, he told, that is a reality. After retirement, people are not working. At least 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours a day, if they work, they are having excellent knowledge. That knowledge you can do it, use it. As you rightly mentioned, gender demographic dividend, that we can take it up. Even Niranjan from Guntur is a country director, Population Council. As he rightly mentioned, from 1.5, we have to increase 2.1. This is the target. There are some problems. High institutional deliveries, biggest challenge is sterilization, tubectomy. Even doctor has rightly mentioned, immediately after sterilization, cesarean, we are going for sterilization. It is very interesting to note. India, Andhra is number 1 in sterilization, female, 70%. Karnataka 57.4, Kerala 46.4, all India 27%. We are always very, very advanced. And also, Andhra people, if you see, very smart, not only smart, extra smart. Everything will adopt immediately. Come what may, what is the negative, positive, we don't mind. That is the biggest challenge now. I have to motivate them. And also, if you see here, even spacing, sterilization, after that, immediately tubectomy. What our people are thinking, why should we come again? Why should we wait? This is very clearly attitudinal problem or awareness problem. Even we don't know the kids, there is a problem. If you see here, IMR, India is 28, AP is 24,000 births. If anything will happen, then we are going to repent. Even countries like some of the countries, Japan 2.21, Singapore 2.65, Sweden 2.74, Kerala 0.06. So this is one more issue we have to think. Segregation, best practice, all these things. And also so many people, our people are going very easily. Delivery means it is painful process. Why can't you go for sterilization? Easy. 2 times sterilization. And also, as our doctors has rightly mentioned, tubectomy. 3 operations, woman's life. Operation is an operation. Medicine is a medicine. Nature is a nature. And also natural delivery is always long life expectancy and also livability, happiness, everything, that is ultimate. So I am learning some of the issues now. That's why I'm telling Vice Chancellor, I'm only a student, I have to prepare research now. I have to do experiment. I have to produce proof of concept for future. With all these reasons, if you see here, fertility decline, and also there are some other reasons also. So we have to probe, and also I am asking my people, First time I am hearing this type of information. And also this is the first time we are conducting seminar for a particular purpose, that is population management. Even pregnant women, anemia, very simple supplementation of iron, that also we are not doing. Even their awareness, most of the women are having anemia problem. Added to that, I told you so many problems we are adding further. And also nowadays, there is one more theory is building. Double income, no kids, let us enjoy. Even your parents should have thought like that. What happened for all of you? This is the biggest challenge I am talking about it. Some girls and boys are talking even better to have one startup rather than have kid. That is another psychology, painful psychology. No, I wanted to make it very clear. Long back, around 95, when I became CM, AIDS was very, very big issue at that time. Everybody is thinking it is a social stigma. Nobody should talk. I gave a slogan, break silence, talk about AIDS, otherwise there will be a big problem. Then I started all these things. I asked parents, take your children confidence. Even sex issues also you have to talk to your children. Then only we can put an end to AIDS. Otherwise, all problems will come. Today, I am very happy we are able to control AIDS. Today, I am talking all of you, talk about population management. Have more children. For that, I introduced one bill long back. More than 2 children, you are not eligible for contest in local bodies. Now I lifted it recently. Now I want to introduce one more bill. Less than 2 children, you are not eligible. We wanted to make it a social stigma also. You are very selfish. You are having less than 2 children, you are very selfish. Then people will you have to ask them, it is a social responsibility for all of us. Even recently, if you see, Putin was talking, even holidays, less working, all these things. Even I gave one slogan now, Amaravati. Any number of children, I am going to give 15,000 rupees for the mother. 2 children, 30,000, 3 children, 45,000, 4 children, 60,000. Earlier, maternity leave for women in government, only 2 deliveries. I am giving 4, 5, 6 deliveries. Somewhere you have to start. Some radical thinking. Once if you see, for a person 5 kg rice, more than 5, only 25 kgs. Now I want to liberalize. Even more family members, more family benefits. I wanted to encourage them. You have to understand one thing. Biggest advantage globally, Indian families. And no other family in the world can beat Indian family. When you are in the family, life, you are having security. Health security, financial security, or physical security, you name anything. If you work very hard, go home, have a cup of coffee with family members. You will be relaxed. You will be charged. That is the beauty of Indian families. And also we are all thinking marriage is decided by destiny, heaven. God is decided, we are all following. That is keeping Indian families together. If you go to other countries, your children, my children, our children. At the end of the day, I am not joking. Even China, one child norm. After marriage, both children are living separately. Only wife and husband. If somebody leaves early, then lonely family. That is the biggest challenges all over the world. But Indian culture has given biggest advantage, family, that is helping us in health. If you can see, even Parvendra is here. His son Satyanarayana is Chancellor, Vice Chancellor. Now he is mentoring him. He is 85 years. He is also 50, 55 years. But he is mentoring him. That is the beauty of Indians. Other countries, father has to give money for his son as loan. Son will give father as a loan. No free. Can you imagine the sentiment of Indians? We are fortunate to born in India as Indians. I am proud of it. This legacy we have to protect. For this, again, I am early to start. I am always visionary. That is the problem. People may not understand now. Recently, I am talking deep technology. People are asking me, what is deep technology? Very difficult to explain. Now, originally I used to talk about IT. Nobody used to understand me. Then at the time, youngsters, you are all forgetting. At the time, there was BSNL, VSNL telecommunication sector. BSNL is domestic calls. VSNL is international calls. Both are public sector. To talk foreign calls, very difficult. I told in assembly one day, I am not talking to my son who is in America because of prohibitive cost. If I talk liberally, then he will raise in the assembly. He is talking his son, he is spending huge money on telecommunication. Then I searched all over the world. China was moving very fast. Then I want to go for deregulation of telecommunication sector to promote information technology. Bandwidth is very, very important. You have to keep it in mind. Long back I gave a statement. Day will come, charges will be per capita bandwidth consumption. At that time, every 1 minute you talk, this is the rate. 2 minutes, this is the rate. 3 minutes, this is the rate. Everybody heckled me how it is possible. That is the vision I have given 30 years back. Today, for voice, there is no charge. So what I wanted to make it very clear, what all I told you, 10 principles, I will work very hard to make it a reality. Among them, today's subject is population management. What all you have given ideas, I will consolidate. I will have more and more workshops. Village-wise, I will publicize. Some friends have rightly mentioned, there is a real-time governance is going on. I was able to establish all data. Andhra Pradesh population is, as on today, through Aadhaar authentication, 4.96 crore. Exact by name, by address, by geotagging GIS, I was able to capture how many people have migrated to other states, how many people are migrated within the state, how many people have gone to outside the country, everything we are collecting. I want to serve my people at most efficiently, so I am collecting all this information. This month I am going to start P4 policy also on Ugadi Day. సో ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ అందరూ మీరు ఉన్నారు భవిష్యత్ కోసం. మళ్ళీ నేను ఒక్క నిమిషం కూడా తెలుగులో మాట్లాడకపోతే ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుంది. బయట వాళ్ళందరూ ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి నేను ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడాను. మెసేజ్ అందరికి వెళ్ళాలని. ఈరోజు ఇక్కడుండే యువతకు మిమ్మల్ని అందరినీ కోరుతున్నా, మీ భవిష్యత్తు మీ చేతుల్లో ఉంది. నేను ఆకాశమే అద్దుగా ఆలోచిస్తున్నా. మీరేంటి రాత్రింబగుళ్ళు కష్టపడక్కర్లేదు. యూజ్ టెక్నాలజీ, వర్క్ స్మార్ట్లీ. మీరు ఎప్పుడు నచ్చితే అప్పుడే చదవండి, ఏమి కొంపలు కూలిపోవు. చదివినప్పుడు మాత్రం ఫోకస్ పెట్టి చదవండి, మనసు పెట్టి చదవండి. నేను ఇప్పుడు కూడా ఆలోచించేది మార్నింగ్ టు ఈవినింగ్ నిద్రపోయేటప్పుడు తప్ప ఎప్పుడూ పనిచేస్తానే ఉంటా. దానికి కారణం నేను తినే తిండి మితంగా తింటాను, మంచి ఆలోచనలు చేస్తాను, గట్టిగా పనిచేస్తాను. దీనివల్ల నా ఆరోగ్యం బాగుంది. మీరందరూ కూడా యంగ్స్టర్స్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నారు. నేను చెప్పేది మీరు విని కేరింతలు కొడుతున్నారంటే దానికంటే నా జీవితంలో ఏం కావాలని మిమ్మల్ని అడుగుతున్నా. నేను మళ్ళీ మీ అందరికీ ఒకటే చెప్తున్నా, ప్రపంచంలో ఏమి జరుగుతుందో ఏమి జరగబోతున్నాయో వాళ్ళందరికంటే ముందునే మీకు అందజేస్తా. ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తా. SRM లాంటి ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ అన్ని ఇండియాలో బెస్ట్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ తీసుకొస్తా. ప్రపంచంలో ఉండే బెస్ట్ గ్లోబల్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఇక్కడ తీసుకొస్తా. మీకు అండగా ఉంటా, చేయూతనిస్తా. రతన్ టాటా ఇన్నోవేషన్ హబ్ పెడుతున్నాం. 5 ప్రాంతాల్లో 5 స్పోక్ మోడల్ పెడుతున్నాం. నేను అందుకనే ఇప్పుడే కూడా చెప్పాను SRM కూడా, మీరు ఎంతమందికి ఉద్యోగాలు ఇస్తారని కాదు, మా పిల్లల్ని ఎంతమందిని పారిశ్రామికవేత్తలుగా తయారు చేస్తారో అదే మీకు భవిష్యత్తులో కొలమానం అని చెప్పాను. అదే కండిషన్ రేపు పెడతాను వాళ్ళకి కావాలంటే. 10,000 is nothing. Every family, one entrepreneur is my motive. ఒక ఇంటికి ఒక పారిశ్రామికవేత్త కావాలి. అక్కడి నుంచి వీళ్ళు ఇక్కడ పనిచేయచ్చు, ప్రపంచం అంతా పనిచేస్తారు. కొబ్బరి చెట్లలో కూర్చొని లేకుంటే మంచి గార్డెన్ లో కూర్చొని పని చేసుకునే పరిస్థితి వస్తారు. ఒక స్టేజ్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత తెలివితేటలుంటే వేరే ప్రాంతాలకు మనం పోవాల్సిన పనిలా ఇక్కడి నుంచే పనిచేస్తాం. మన అసిస్టెంట్లు అక్కడ పోయి పనిచేసి వస్తారు. ఆ విషయం మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. ఒకసారి ప్రారంభించడం కష్టం, కానీ ఇప్పుడు కూడా SRM నేను ఇప్పుడే అడిగా పర్వేంద్ర గారిని, ఏంటి నీ జీవితం అని అడిగా. స్కూల్ టీచర్, కెన్ యూ ఇమాజిన్ స్కూల్ టీచర్ SRM అని పెట్టి ఈరోజు ఒకే ప్రిమిసెస్ లో 60,000 మంది ఈరోజు ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇంతమంది ఉన్నారంటే ఒక వ్యక్తి విజన్, ఆయన జీవితంలో సాధించిన విజయం. మీరెందుకు ఆ విధంగా తయారు కాకూడదు? నేను మీ అందరికంటే చిన్నగానే పుట్టా, మారుమూల ప్రాంతంలో పుట్టా. మా ఊర్లో 30 ఇళ్ళు కూడా లేవు. నా జీవితాన్ని నేను మోల్డ్ చేసుకుంటూ వచ్చాను. ఒక స్టెప్ మీరు వేస్తే 2 అడుగులు కలిసి వస్తుంది. ఆ విషయం మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. సంకల్పం ఉంటే ఏదైనా సాధ్యం. నేను ఇక్కడుండే ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో ఉండే మిమ్మల్ని అందరినీ కోరుతున్నా, 5 ఏళ్ళు మీతో మాట్లాడతా, 10 ఏళ్ళు మీతో మాట్లాడతా. మిమ్మల్ని అందరినీ గ్లోబల్ లీడర్స్ గా తయారు చేసే బాధ్యత నాది. అవకాశాలు తీసుకొస్తాను, అందిపుచ్చుకునే బాధ్యత మీది కూడా. ఈ యాంగిల్లో మీరు ఆలోచించండి. మళ్ళా మాట్లాడదాం, ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పటికే బాగా ఆలస్యమైంది. కానీ ఈరోజు ఎస్ఆర్ఎంకి వచ్చినప్పుడు కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్కి ఇస్తాం, 2-3 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇస్తాం. వండర్ఫుల్. ఇది ఇప్పుడే ఒక 2-3 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇస్తే కూడా బాగుంటుంది అంటున్నారు. క్వశ్చన్ సెషన్ ఉంది. ముందు వారికి మైక్ ఇవ్వండి. మైక్.
ఆరోగ్య ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్, ఆనంద ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్, స్వర్ణాంధ్రప్రదేశ్ లక్ష్యాలుగా ముందుకు సాగుతున్న ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారికి ముందుగా నమస్కారం. నేను మీకు గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ తెలియజేయడానికి వచ్చాను. ఐఐటిలో చదివిన మా అమ్మాయికి కొలంబియా యూనివర్సిటీ న్యూయార్క్లో సీట్ వచ్చింది. నా ఆర్థిక పరిస్థితి ఆలోచించి వెళ్ళాలా లేదా అనుకున్నప్పుడు కాపు విదేశీ విద్యా దీవెనలో మీరు ఇచ్చిన 10 లక్షల ప్రోత్సాహంతో వెళ్ళి న్యూయార్క్లో ఇవాళ $2.5 లక్షల ఆ అమ్మాయి సంపాదిస్తూ ఉందండి. ₹1 కోటి మాకు ఇల్లు కొనిపెట్టింది. తర్వాత మీరు పర్వీన్ గారు ఆరోగ్య రహస్యం అడిగారు. మీ ఆరోగ్య రహస్యం నేను ఒకసారి టీడీ జనార్దన్ గారు విన్నాను. ఆయన ఏం చెప్పారంటే, భువనేశ్వరి అమ్మ మాత గంటకి మీ డైట్ ఫాలో అవుతారంట. ఒక మగాడి విజయం వెనకాల ఒక స్త్రీ ఉందంటారు. మరి ఆ సేవా కార్యక్రమాలు నేను అభిమాని అయ్యాను. నేను 101 సార్లు రక్తదానం చేశాను. అలాగే మిమ్మల్ని ప్రజావేదిక దగ్గర 4-5 సార్లు కలిశాను. అక్కడ
మీ పేరు బ్రదర్?
నా పేరు ఉమామహేశ్వరరావు అండి.
ఉమామహేశ్వరరావు.
ఈ మధ్య మానవతా లైఫ్ టైం అచీవ్మెంట్ అవార్డు ఇచ్చారు. తర్వాత రెడ్ క్రాస్లో నేను వాలంటీర్ని.
ఒక అమ్మాయినా?
ఒక అమ్మాయి, ఒక అబ్బాయి, ఇద్దరు ఐఐటియన్స్ అండి. ఇద్దరు $2.5 లక్షల న్యూయార్క్లో, న్యూజెర్సీలో ఉన్నారు.
అమ్మాయి ఎక్కువ పంపిస్తుందా, అబ్బాయి ఎక్కువ పంపిస్తారు?
అమ్మాయి ఎక్కువ పంపిస్తుందండి. అమ్మాయిని
వెరీ హ్యాపీ కన్ఫర్మ్డ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్.
మీ దాంట్లో
అమ్మాయి అయినా అబ్బాయి అయినా ఒకటే అని చెప్పాను. అమ్మాయే బెటర్ అని చెప్పాను. తల్లిదండ్రులు చూసుకునే అమ్మాయిలే బాగా చూసుకుంటారు. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ రియాలిటీ.
ఆ అమ్మాయిని కట్నం లేకుండా పెళ్లి చేసుకోవడానికి పెళ్లి కొడుకు సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నాడండి.
కాదు, రోజు వస్తుంది, ఎదురు కట్నం ఇస్తారు. డోంట్ బాదర్. కట్నాలు అయిపోయినాయి, అది పాత రోజులు. ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడ కట్నం గురించి మాట్లాడడం లేదు.
చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు పని రాక్షసుడు అంటారు, కానీ ఆయన పని ప్రేమికుడు అండి. వర్క్ హాలిక్ కాదు, వర్క్ లవర్. అలసట్లోనే ఆనందం ఉందని నమ్మిన ఆయన 10 ఏళ్ళు కాదండి, 30 ఏళ్ళు మనకు ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా ఉండాలి. ఇదే మాట ఆయనకి ఇదివరకు కూడా చెప్పాను.
నేను ఉండాలని కాదు, నాలాంటి లీడర్స్ తయారు చేసి భవిష్యత్తు వదిలిపెట్టాలని నా కోరిక.
మీలాగా లీడర్స్ కోట్ల మంది తయారవుతున్నారండి.
కొన్ని వందల మంది నాలాంటి వాళ్ళు తయారు కావాలి. పబ్లిక్ లీడర్స్, కార్పొరేట్ లీడర్స్. దట్ ఈస్ మై డ్రీమ్. ఐ విల్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ నౌ.
ఎలక్షన్ ముందర మా పిల్లలిద్దరూ చాలా దేశాల నుంచి వచ్చినట్లే మీకు ఓటు వేయడానికి వచ్చారు. అక్కడ నేను ఈ 10 లక్షలు తీసుకున్నందుకు నన్ను వేధించారు గత గవర్నమెంట్లో, విలియన్స్ విని. అప్పుడు నేను మా పిల్లలతో అమెరికా వెళ్తా రిజల్ట్ రాకముందే చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా ప్రమాణం చేస్తే నేను మళ్ళీ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్కి వస్తాను, లేకపోతే అక్కడే ఉంటానని చెప్పి ఓపెన్గా ఛాలెంజ్ చేసి చెప్పానండి.
ఇలాంటి వాళ్ళు చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. అందుకే పర్వేంద్ర గారు అడిగారు, మీ బడ్జెట్ 3 లక్షలు, అప్పులు 10 లక్షలు ఏం చేస్తారంటే, నాకు మా ప్రజల ఆశీస్సులు ఉన్నాయి, తప్పకుండా ఇది అధికం ఇస్తానని చెప్పాను. అది మా కమిట్మెంట్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. యోగా మాస్టర్ని పిల్లలకి మీరు స్కూల్ యోగ విద్యను ప్రవేశపెట్టినట్టయితే వాళ్ళ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ పెరుగుతుంది, మెమరీ పవర్ పెరుగుద్ది, ఇదేం టాలెంట్స్ బయటకు వస్తాయి, వాళ్ళ ఫ్యూచర్ లీడర్స్ గా తయారవుతారు. నేను క్రియ యోగా మాస్టర్ని. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
నేను మీతో మాట్లాడుతాను ఉమామేశ్వర గారు. పెట్టాలి పెద్ద ఎత్తున మీరు. ఏంటమ్మా?
ఐఎమ్ డాక్టర్ కీర్తి అండి, ప్రెసిడెంట్ వాసవ్య మహిళా మండలి. వీ హ్యావ్ ఫ్యూ సజెషన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఉమెన్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ. మార్నింగ్ నుంచి అందరు చెప్తోంది ఏంటంటే ఉమెన్ ఆర్ క్రూషియల్ ఫర్ పాపులేషన్ డైనమిక్స్. ఎందుకంటే ఏఐ కూడా ఎవరిని ప్రెగ్నెంట్ చేయలేదు, ఉమెన్ తప్ప. సో అందుకని ప్రెగ్నెన్సీ ఉమెన్కే రావాలి, హోమ్ కేర్ వర్క్ ఉమెన్ హ్యాస్ టు డూ, అండ్ అగైన్ $1 trillion స్ట్రేట్ చేయాలన్నా కూడా ఉమెన్ హ్యాస్ టు బికమ్ ద ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్స్. దట్స్ వాట్ ద డ్రీమ్. సో టు మేక్ ఇట్ what is required for the women. From a woman's angle, we are telling. One is, at workplaces, we don't have child care centers.
Yes.
We have Anganwadi centers. Anganwadis ante సాధారణంగా ఏమనుకుంటారు అంటే అది ఒక బీపీఎల్ ఫ్యామిలీస్కి, లోయర్ ఎకనామిక్ స్ట్రేటా అనుకుంటారు. కానీ మిడిల్ క్లాస్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఈ పెయిడ్ కేర్ సెంటర్స్కి వెళ్ళాలంటే కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది. సో ఎవ్రీ వర్క్ ప్లేస్లో మస్ట్ చేయాలి. మేము వెళ్ళిన దగ్గరలా చెప్తున్నాము, బట్ దేర్ ఆర్ నో చైల్డ్ కేర్ సెంటర్స్ ఎట్ ఆల్.
ఎస్ అమ్మా, ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా మీరు ఇచ్చిన పాలసీ మేము అమలు చేస్తాం. ఎవ్రీ వర్క్ ప్లేస్ లో చైల్డ్ కేర్ సెంటర్ ఉంటుంది. SRM లో ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా పెడుతున్నారు. ఉంది ఆల్రెడీ ఉంది. ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ. అండ్ ఆల్సో స్ట్రెంగ్తన్ ఫర్దర్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది బెస్ట్ చైల్డ్ కేర్ సెంటర్ SRM లో ఉండాలి. అన్ని ఇండస్ట్రీలో పెట్టిస్తాం.
అట్లాగే రెండోది అంటే ఇక్కడ అందరూ కూడా అన్ని విషయాలు మనం మాట్లాడుతున్నాం కాబట్టి బాత్రూమ్స్లోకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఉమెన్కి స్పెషల్గా వాష్రూమ్స్ ఉన్నా కూడా మెన్స్ట్రల్ హైజీన్ గురించి వచ్చినప్పుడు శానిటరీ నాప్కిన్స్, వెండింగ్ మిషన్స్ కానీ, ఇన్సిలేటర్స్ కానీ ప్రొవైడ్ చేయకపోతే ఉమెన్ ఏమనుకుంటున్నారంటే ఈ పీరియడ్స్తో వాళ్ళకి ఎక్స్ట్రా బ్లీడింగ్ అయినప్పుడు హిస్టరెక్టమీకి వెళ్ళడానికి దీస్ ఆర్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద థింగ్స్ మేకింగ్ వెరీ సెన్సిటివ్. వాళ్ళకి ఆఫీస్లో చెప్తేనేమో 400 ప్రశ్నలు వేస్తున్నారు.
లేదమ్మా, ఐ విల్ మేక్ ఇట్ ఎ రూల్స్, దిస్ పాలసీ ఐ విల్ బ్రింగ్ ఇట్. నేను ఒకసారి అనుకుంటే మీకు తెలుసు కదా, దాన్ని సాధించే వరకు వదిలిపెట్టను. మీరు చెప్పినట్టు అన్నీ అవుతాయి.
ఒక కొత్తది చెప్తానండి,
స్కూల్స్, కాలేజెస్ ఎవ్రీవేర్ పెట్టిస్తాము.
మొన్న MS స్వామినాథన్ ఫౌండేషన్కి వెళ్ళాము. అక్కడ క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్, హీట్, జెండర్ అండ్ హెల్త్, మనం పాపులేషన్ డైనమిక్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతూ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఒక దాని గురించి బాగా రీసెర్చ్ చేయాలేమో అని అనిపించిందండి మాకు అక్కడికి వెళ్ళొచ్చిన తర్వాత. షీఈ్ అ మెడికల్ డాక్టర్. హీట్ అనేది ప్రెగ్నెన్సీ దానికి ఎలా ఎఫెక్ట్ ఇస్తుంది, ఈవెన్ ఫర్టిలిటీకి కూడా. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్ వల్ల మనకి హీట్ పెరుగుతోంది. అట్లాగే వీ హ్యావ్ ఫ్యూ సజెషన్స్ విత్ రిగార్డ్ టు జిరియాట్రిక్ కేర్.
జిరియాట్రిక్ కేర్ కండి మనకి బెడ్ సైడ్ అటెండెంట్స్ లేరండి, దానికి ట్రైనింగ్ లేదు ఎక్కడా కూడాను. యాజ్ ఏ డాక్టర్ ఐ ఫీల్ మెనీ పేషెంట్స్ కమ్ టు మీ, I don't have an alternative but to depend on the unskilled labor. సో అదొకటి. SRMలో ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి నేను ఒక సజెషన్ ఏంటంటే ప్రతి ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్, ఎవ్రీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఫర్ ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్ యూత్ అండ్ ఆల్సో అన్స్కిల్డ్ యూత్ అవుట్సైడ్ ద ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్, దే షుడ్ బి కౌన్సిలింగ్ సెంటర్స్ అవైలబుల్.
Okay, we'll establish.
Namaste, I'm here. My name is Gayatri. I come from Amrita University. Since morning, thank you. All students from Amrita.
Anta my students, amma?
Yeah, all our students.
They are very, that's right. They are very jubilant. Good.
Thank you. So as I come from the university which talks about education for living, not just for life, so here I would like to bring one point which is very important. We are talking about population dynamics and development, and when we talk about development, I was very touched by Dr. what was that? UNICEF. So he was pointing about the importance of child brain development for the first 2 years initially from preconception, and talking from the spiritual point of view, this land has given a scientifically proven Garbha Samskara for every woman and couple to make sure every child comes as a amsha of Bhagavan. Not just number of child is important, it is the quality of a child we bring to the world is very, very important, and it is a proven science that Garbha Samskara can change the world into Vishwaguru Bharat is very nearing if we bring this as awareness programs for every woman out there, not just people who can understand. It is a spiritual science where we bring some chanting, some Sanskrit, and the lifestyle that you spoke about is very, very important for all the youth to follow, that their diet, sleep and everything that has to be focused from now on so that they give a best progeny for the country. And yeah, this was one of the points that this land, Mother Bharat, has given legacy, legends like through the Garbha Samskara we know Bhakta Prahlad, we know Nachiketa, we know Bhrigu, we know Shivaji Maharaj and Sambhaji Maharaj. Those are yet to come. They are waiting for us to be prepared for such a parenting and parenting skills. So we also have to confirm or bring awareness about how next children can be strongly cognitive development can be done. Thank you so much.
ఇప్పుడు వారు చెప్పిన దాంట్లో ఏంటంటే మెయిన్గా మన అందరం కూడా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సింది, లైఫ్ అనేది మీనింగ్ఫుల్ లైఫ్ ఉండాలి. ఇండియన్స్లో ఉండే హ్యాపీనెస్ ఎవరిలో ఉండదు. ఒకసారి జపాన్ నుంచి ఒక డెలిగేషన్ వచ్చారు, అంబాసిడర్తో సహా నా దగ్గరికి వచ్చాడు. వచ్చి నాకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తూ నేను మొత్తం ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అంతా తిరిగి వచ్చాను. తిరిగి వచ్చిన తర్వాత నేను చూసినటువంటి అబ్జర్వేషన్ ఏంటంటే, ఆయన పూర్ ఫ్యామిలీస్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళాడు, రోడ్డంతా మాట్లాడుకుంటూ వచ్చాడు. ఎక్కడ పోయినా ఇండియాలో హ్యాపీనెస్ కనపడుస్తూ ఉంది, పావర్టీ ఉన్న హ్యాపీనెస్ కనపడుస్తూ ఉంది. మేము జపాన్లో డబ్బులుంది, వెల్త్ ఉంది, కానీ హ్యాపీనెస్ లేదు. దట్ ఈస్ ది బిగ్గెస్ట్ థింగ్ ఇన్ ఇండియా అని చెప్పే పరిస్థితికి వచ్చాడు. మీరు అన్నట్టు మనం అందరం కూడా, నేను అందుకే చెప్పాను, వెల్తీ, హెల్తీ, హ్యాపీ సొసైటీ ఈజ్ మై గోల్. ఈ మూడు కూడా చెప్పాను. ఈ మూడు రావాలంటే మీరు చెప్పినటువంటి ఆల్ పిల్లల్లో కూడా ఇక్కడి నుంచి జనరేషన్లో మార్పు రావాలి, క్వాలిటీ లైఫ్ లీడ్ చేసే పరిస్థితి రావాలి, పేదరికం పోవాలి. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన మాటల్లో కూడా ఒకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే, జీరో పావర్టీ నేను మాట్లాడినప్పుడు బిలో పావర్టీ ఉంటే తినేదానికే తిండి లేనప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన విషయాలు వాళ్ళకి ఎక్కవు. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మన రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ, మన సమాజంలో ఎవ్వరు కూడా పేదవాళ్ళు లేకుండా అందరికి కానీ మినిమం స్టాండర్డ్స్ ఆఫ్ లివింగ్ ఇవ్వగలిగితే దట్ ఈస్ ది బిగ్గెస్ట్ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఫర్ ది సొసైటీ, ఫర్ ది కంట్రీ. అది మనం అందరం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. అదే సమయంలో వాల్యూస్ మనకు వచ్చాయి. ఈ వాల్యూస్ని మన లెగసీలకు అందించాలి. ఇది మీరొక్కరి సొంతం కాదు, నా ఒక్కరి సొంతం కాదు, ఇది లెగసీ. ఆ లెగసీని మనం ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయాలి నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్కి. అట్లా కాకుండా మనం మిస్యూజ్ చేసి లేకుంటే మన బిహేవియర్లో కానీ ఇష్టానుసారంగా పోతే దట్ ఇస్ నాట్ కరెక్ట్. మన ఆలోచనలు బాగుండాలి, మన ఆచరణ బాగుండాలి, అందరూ ఆనందంగా ఉండాలి. అందుకే ఎప్పుడు మన దేశంలో మాట్లాడతాం వసుదైక కుటుంబం. దట్ ఈస్ ది బిగ్గెస్ట్ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఫర్ ఇండియా. సో మీరందరూ ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని ఈ మీటింగ్ మారిగానే ఎవ్రీ మీటింగ్లో సీరియస్ మీటింగ్లు కాకుండా హ్యాపీగా మాట్లాడుకుందాం, హ్యాపీగా ఎంజాయ్ చేద్దాం, పని చేద్దాం. టీచర్లు కూడా పిల్లల్ని బోరు కొట్టించద్దండి. కానండి మన బాధ్యత మనం చేద్దాం. భగవంతుడు కొన్ని టెస్టులు పెడతా ఉంటాడు, ఆ టెస్టులు పాస్ అయ్యి ముందుకు పోవాలి, పెడదాం. వారికి ఇవ్వండి, ఆ పిల్లలకి ఇవ్వండి మైక్. ఆ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఇవ్వండి మైక్. పంపించమ్మా పాస్ ఆన్.
Sir, we are from KL University, sir.
చెప్పమ్మా.
మార్నింగ్ నుంచి పాపులేషన్ డైనమిక్స్ అండ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం సార్.
ఏదమ్మా?
పాపులేషన్ డైనమిక్స్ అండ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా సార్. మా సస్టైనబుల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఎలా సార్? ఇప్పుడు పాపులేషన్ ఉంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ఆపర్చునిటీ రాదు కదా సార్, ఎక్కువ పాపులేషన్ ఉండడం వల్ల.
నేనేమంటానమ్మా, రెండు. నేను అందుకే సస్టైనబుల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ గోల్స్, బెటర్ లివింగ్ స్టాండర్డ్స్, అదే మరి పాపులేషన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. నేను పాపులేషన్ పెంచమని చెప్పలా, ఇంకా మీరు పెంచలేరు. వెల్త్ క్రియేషన్కి పాపులేషన్కి కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్ ఉంది. డబ్బులు వచ్చే కొద్దిగా స్వార్థం పెరుగుతుంది. అందుకే మీరు కూడా ఏం ఆలోచిస్తున్నారంటే పిల్లలందరూ హ్యాపీగా పెళ్లి చేసుకోవాలి, పిల్లలు లేకుండా ఉండాలి, ఎంజాయ్ చేసి సరిపోతుంది అనుకుంటారు. అది కరెక్ట్ కాదని చెప్పడానికి ఇవన్నీ చేస్తున్నా. డెఫినెట్గా ఇండియా ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ టు క్రియేట్ వెల్త్, బీ క్లియర్. 2047కి భారతదేశం ఒక అగ్రదేశంగా తయారవుతుంది. ప్రపంచంలో ఒకటో దేశమో రెండో దేశంగా భారతదేశం ఉంటుంది. పర్ క్యాపిటల్ ఇన్కమ్ కూడా ఉంటుంది.
అంటే సార్ వి సీన్ ఎన్ ఎడిటోరియల్ ఇన్ ద హిందూ పేపర్ సార్. అంటే అది ఏం చెప్తుందంటే నార్మల్గా నదరన్ స్టేట్స్కి ఎక్కువ ట్యాక్స్ అనేది డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవుతుంది, మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది పేయిస్ ఏమో మనం అవుతున్నాము, అందుకని మన పాపులేషన్ పెంచడం వల్ల మనకి ఎక్కువ బెనిఫిట్స్ వస్తాయని అనుకుంటున్నాం సార్. కానీ ఇన్ రిటర్న్ ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ రీసోర్సెస్ కూడా మనం ఉన్నాయి కదా సార్. దాన్ని
కదా మరి రెండు కూడా బ్యాలెన్సింగ్ ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు దేశాలన్నీ కూడా పాపులేషన్ పడిపోతా ఉంది. మీరు కానీ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ వదిలిపెడితే ఇంకొక 10-15 సంవత్సరాల్లో మన రాష్ట్రంలో 5 కోట్ల మంది జనాభా ఉండరు, 4,50,00,000 అవుతారు. అక్కడి నుంచి 4 కోట్లు అవుతారు. కనీసం 5 కోట్ల జనాభా పెట్టాలంటే చాలా సమస్య ఉంటుంది. ఎప్పుడు 5 కోట్లన్నా ఉంటే మన భవిష్యత్తు, ఇప్పుడు మీరున్నారు చాలా మంది ఏజింగ్ ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది. ఈ రోజు మీరు చూస్తే 65% ఆఫ్ పాపులేషన్ బిలో 30 years ఏజ్, 35 years ఏజ్. రేపు అందరూ పెద్దవాళ్ళు పెరిగారు అనుకోండి, 85 years అయిపోతారు. అప్పుడు యంగ్స్టర్స్ ఎంతమంది ఉంటారు? తక్కువ ఉంటారు. పెద్దవాళ్ళందరూ ఇప్పుడు ఆయన చెప్పాడు ఉమామహేశ్వరరావు, వాళ్ళ అమ్మాయి పంపిస్తే డబ్బులు మంచి ఇల్లు కట్టుకున్నాడు, బాగా హ్యాపీగా ఉన్నాడు. రేపు డబ్బులు సంపాదించే వాళ్ళ సంఖ్య తగ్గి ఏజింగ్ ప్రాబ్లం పెరిగి అన్ప్రొడక్టివ్ పీపుల్ ఎక్కువ పెరిగితే అది ఇంబ్యాలెన్స్ అవుతుంది. రెండు కూడా బ్యాలెన్స్ చేయాలి. మీకు మాల్తూజియన్ థియరీ ఆఫ్ ఎకనామిక్స్ చదివా కదా మనం. ఎప్పుడు కూడా బ్యాలెన్స్ అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. బ్యాలెన్స్ మిస్ అయితే ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తాయి. విల్ వర్క్ ఇట్ అవుట్. మీరు చెప్పిన థియరీ ఒకటి ఉంది. అందుకే మన పాపులేషన్ 1.5. వాట్ ఈజ్ 1.5? 2.1 ఉంటే రీప్లేస్మెంట్ లెవెల్, దానికంటే తగ్గితే ఆటోమేటిక్గా డిప్లీషన్. 2.1 కంటే